Good evening, everyone, and good morning to some in Australia and some other parts of the world. So glad that everyone could join us. Welcome to the Super Monday. It's going to be an awesome presentation tonight. I got to say this, we are not attorneys, tax, or investment advisors. Please understand there is a risk in investing in silver and gold bullion rounds and collectibles. The value of future value of silver and gold is based on many different factors. We encourage you to do your due diligence before investing in silver and gold. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Silver 7K. Ladies and gentlemen, this girl is on fire. From Texarkana, Texas, Debbie McDonald.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Super Monday. I am excited to share with you a company in the next few moments that's literally sweeping the country, and one that I personally am extremely passionate about, and I believe you'll see why in just a few moments. I am Debbie McDonald. I'm coming to you tonight from my home in Texas. I've been a part of 7K for a little over a year now. And I saw three things that I want to share with you tonight. Number one, I saw a way to get dealer direct prices on silver and gold. Sometimes you'll hear that referred to as bullion in the presentation. I saw a way to get dealer direct prices. Every American, no matter the quantity of the purchase, can get great pricing. I was excited about swapping my paper dollars that were losing value, quite frankly, for silver and gold that was holding its value. We're going to talk about that tonight. Secondly, I saw a way to increase my portfolio with beautiful collectible coins that 7K mints. We're going to show you how you can take advantage of that as well. And thirdly, we're going to talk about what is really my area of expertise. I've spent over 20 years in the referral marketing concept. Referral marketing just means simply telling people about things that you believe in. It may be a good movie or a good restaurant. You see silver and gold advertised every day, but 7K doesn't spend big dollars on radio and TV advertising. They pay the members for the best word of mouth referral that there is, personal referrals, the best advertising there is. So we're going to share those three things with you in the next few moments. I had been collecting silver and gold for many years, and I had been doing that with the help of a great friend and mentor. So when I heard about 7K, the first thing I did was call my mentor in that arena. I've got him on the line with us tonight. My good friend Michael Holohan has been helping people swap paper for metals for over 35 years. He's going to come on the line and talk about exactly what's going on with the dollar today, why it's more important than ever that we all protect our wealth with silver and gold, and a little bit about why we got so passionate about 7K. Then I'm going to jump back in and talk about the most exciting compensation plan I've ever laid my eyes on. And so for right now, I'm going to go to Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing tonight.
You bet, Debbie. Thank you for that introduction. And I'm just going to look forward to sharing a few good things with you about silver and gold. But let me just start off with something that just makes a lot of sense. Is that, every time you go to the store today, you're noticing what's happening. Everything is getting more expensive. But actually, I'm going to try to explain to you what's really taking place. It's not that prices are going up. That happens occasionally. But what's happening now and what's been happening to this country is your dollar is buying less. So I'm going to give you just a 30-second history lesson and try to explain to you why the dollar is not buying as much as it used to. When this country was founded, it was founded on a gold-silver standard. The founders of this country knew that a government needs to have something of value. They need to have an asset if they're going to create paper money. And that's why really for the first 130 years of this country, we used silver and gold coins. People carried around gold and silver coins. But come around 1913, things started to change. A couple bad decisions were made for the finances of this country, and we had the Federal Reserve created. Now what's happened is the Federal Reserve is in charge of printing paper dollars. The Mint still prints them, but the Federal Reserve is the one that's directing what's taking place. Well, a few more bad decisions were made in 1933 when FDR had all the Americans bring their gold coins back in and change them for paper dollars. Of course, the dollar has been the reserve currency since after World War II, which means every country that wanted to, they could bring their dollars back and trade them in for gold. That's what made the dollar so strong, and that's why every country agreed to use it. But we started printing too many dollars, and that has been the problem. Nixon closed the gold window in 71, where countries couldn't come back and exchange the gold for their dollars. And then all of a sudden, things started to go worse for the value of the dollar. That's why today your dollar is buying so much less than it was 10, 20, 30 years ago. You know, everything that you look at, whether it's going to restaurants, movies, doctor bills, college tuition, anything, the prices of these things over the last 10 years is skyrocketing. And people are sensing that the economy is unhealthy and the dollar is not healthy. And that's where the financial problem comes in. It's when a country continues to print too many dollars, whether it's digital or on paper, that begins to lessen the buying power of all the dollars people work so hard for. It's happened in other countries before. It happened in Weimar Germany after World War I. I mean, a loaf of bread went from, I converted it marks to dollars, $3 to $2 million in 12 months. And it's like, how is that possible? That's because a government is not attached to gold or silver. They can create as many paper dollars as they want. It happened in Mexico in 94, and it happened in Zimbabwe. I mean, they just totally destroyed their value of the currency because they created so many dollars. And then here's what's happening today. The amount of money in circulation since the last 10 years has gone right through the roof. And that's what true inflation is. True inflation is an inflating of the currency in circulation. And when you inflate the number of dollars in circulation, the buying power is going to be decreased. That's what's taking place. Here's a little chart that I showed people. The black lines is that America is incurring. As you can see, it is literally going straight up. In fact, every 90 days, the debt is increasing by $1 trillion more. But here's the key that is going to be the hole in the boat, so to speak. It's not so much how many trillions of dollars we're in debt, it's what's the interest payment on that debt. And by year's end, we're going to be paying $1.5 trillion just on interest. I mean, if you've ever had a home mortgage, you understand how interest can make or break the deal. And that's what's going to sink this dollar. And so the gold line that you see is the value of gold. Every time a country continues to create more whatever unit of measurement, like the dollar, the value of gold will track it. So as they create more debt, the value of gold will increase. And so every time you hear about Congress making new bills or sending money to other countries, just remember, all of those paper dollars are being created out of thin air, and all of that money being sent elsewhere is devaluing the money that you work so hard for every week. There has to be a way to protect the buying power of what you work for, and there is. Gold and silver. Let me share this little illustration. The gold coin on the left was a $20 currency back in 1913. People would pull out a gold coin, and that had the value of $20. Today, you're probably more used to the paper dollar that has Andrew Jackson on it. $20. Both of these are 20 US dollars. But here's the difference. It's the buying power. You see, 100 years ago, that gold $20 coin would buy you a great weekend getaway trip for you and yours. You'd be able to go to any big city you'd want in the country, nice hotels, shopping, movies, go do some souvenir shopping for the kids, and still get back home for $20. That's what that gold coin, that was the buying power of that gold coin. But the paper dollar, the $20 that you see there, the buying power on that, it wouldn't even pay your bag at the airport or let alone fill your gas tank. That's the problem. Gold preserves your buying power, whereas paper dollars lose that buying power. And that gold coin today, just as a matter of interest, I could sell it for $2,500 without even blinking the eye. That's the power of gold and silver. Gold and silver are the secret that the wealthy and the smart people have used for centuries to protect their financial strength and protect against failing fiat currencies. Fiat currencies just means that there's nothing behind that currency. It's just the full faith and guarantee of the U.S. American government. That's all it is. So governments and central banks around the world, they're starting to realize that the dollar as a reserve currency is losing its buying power. And so they are acquiring gold, silver as fast as they can. I don't know if you've been noticing what's happened when the precious metals, but almost every week gold is setting all-time record highs. I mean, when it starts breaking $2,200 an ounce, $2,500 an ounce, people are going to be looking for a way to protect the buying power of their money. That's what 7K is doing, and that's why we're so excited about it. Because as inflation skyrockets, and it's going to continue to increase, especially with an election year, historically, gold and silver will protect your financial wealth and preserve your money's buying power. So as Debbie said, we took a look at over about a year ago, 7K, we got excited about a group of people that were committed to helping the American family, American people, to be able to protect their financial wealth using gold and silver. Company's been around now for over 8 years, and they have a membership that is available that you can purchase to help you get into the precious metals market, as well as the collectible coins. And I'll touch on that. Debbie already mentioned it briefly, but I'll show you some examples. And one of the things that makes those collectible coins is their limited mintage, but there's a lot of other things in the membership that 7K offers. But let me show you the thing that I got excited about when I look at 7K very hard. I was interested in, are they actually trying to educate people about precious metals? As Debbie said, I've been helping people swap paper dollars for over 35 years. And I was excited because 7K had a program to not only help you understand how to acquire bullion through 7K, just gold and silver, but they also had a training program about the modern collectible coins. And that was incredibly exciting. So they want to educate you, not just supply you with bullion and collectible coins. They want to make you a smart, wise investor. So where do you start? Well, the first thing you're going to do is start swapping some devalued paper dollars into precious metals. You have currently 3 different memberships that are available. You have a basic access membership for $149 a year. And again, this is an annual membership. There's a VIP access, and then there's also a legacy VIP access for $599. That membership acts literally like a lifetime membership. When you purchase a membership, the next big decision you have is choosing an autosaver, choosing a modern collectible coin that will come every month through FedEx to your door. And now currently we have 5 different coins that are available on the monthly autosaver program. This is like putting your investment strategy on autopilot. The bullion will protect your financial wealth, but the modern collectible coins can exponentially grow your financial wealth, because bullion will always be connected to a spot price. That's kind of what the world agrees to pay for it on a daily basis. And gold and silver are continuing to set new highs. But the modern collectible coins are limited edition coins. So they have the American State Eagle coin, and there's a point value attached to that. I'll explain that. They have a 24 karat pure gold unity note. They have a pure gold state animal coin worth 20 points. And one of my favorites is a state animal, the silver state animal. And 7K is literally leading the edge on incredible designs and coins, minted coins. They just came out with the Beauty of the World, and these are coins that are going to highlight different areas on each of the different continents. So exciting about these collectible coins. Let me show you how 7K is really revolutionizing the modern collectible coin. These are some of the coins they've been involved with different companies, but one of the ones that we're excited about, like I mentioned earlier, was that silver state animal coin. That Montana butterfly came available exclusively only to 7K members back in 2020. The original price, $139. Today, you'd be lucky to find that coin less than $1,000. And that's because the modern collectible coins, they're limited in mintage, they're backed by a sovereign country, which means that is going to guarantee the mintage on those coins. And honestly, I've never seen collectible coins designed and created like what 7K is doing. I looked at a lot of collectible coins over the years, but I tell you, when I saw the designs, the quality, the color that 7K was putting into them, it made me a believer at it right away. So I'm going to pass it back to Debbie. She's going to cover 3 simple ways that you can earn an income by referring 7K. She'll cover the basic memberships and the points attached to them, and then she'll show you the autosaver program and how that can really create a residual income for you. So Debbie, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you, Michael, for everything that you add and your expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, we have car insurance and we have health insurance. Silver and gold are money insurance. If you've never thought about it that way, that is how I really learned to wrap my brain around how important this owning and acquiring this asset is. I got very passionate about 7K because I love the referral marketing model, but I love also that our product is truly an asset. There's a lot of great direct sales companies, but I had never seen one where the product was truly an asset. That got my attention. That got me excited, literally out of retirement. And I am so fired up about what we're doing with 7K. I'm going to show you a very simple yet powerful compensation plan. One of the things I love about this company is they're always looking out for the little guy. You don't have to buy a large amount of silver and gold to get the best price. You don't have to be a top money earner in the company to earn a great income. Even this compensation plan is geared towards the little guy, the guy that's doing this business on a part-time basis. So let me show you a little bit about what I believe is the most brilliant compensation plan with all my years experience that I have ever seen. We get paid on points. Points equal dollars. So that's simple enough right there. There are 3 ways that we generate points. Number one, those memberships that Michael just went over. They're listed on the screen there for you. Each membership has a point value attached to it. So as you and your team, and that's a very important part of the concept, you and your team begin to share this with other folks and they buy a membership, those points roll up and count for everyone on the team. Most people in America today are trading hours for dollars. What I'm talking about you tonight is a way to leverage your time by building a team of people and getting paid for the efforts of a team. So the first way we generate points is membership sales from you and your team. The second way we generate points is called the auto saver. And I'm going to pause just a moment because this is truly the residual side of 7K. It's one of the reasons I'm here tonight. I saw a residual income opportunity by helping people put that auto saver, that monthly coin, on the auto saver program, putting it on automatic pilot. Each of those auto savers have points attached to them. As you build a team of people and they're getting their coin every month, points are generated. So just as we'll show you an example of what that looks like in just a moment. But the third way we generate points is through special coin releases and coin drops. Those are just 4 of the coins that I'm the most excited about. Look at that Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. 688 coins minted. That's all there are. The mold was destroyed after that. That had special meaning to me because I was at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. 688 is the number of guards that have ever been commissioned to stand at the tomb. So those are just 4 of my personal coins that I love. So those have points attached to them and they're not required purchases. They're totally optional. But as you and your team acquire those coins, points are attached and the points roll up and count for the entire team. Before I'm going to show you how to build a team, I want to show you exactly what the residual side of 7K with the autosaver looks like. We're going to build 2 teams of people. I love that. Building 2 teams is one of the oldest compensation plans. In fact, it dates back to the beginning of time, building 2, starting with 2. You're going to have a person on your left team, a person on your right team. I'm just showing an example of 100 members left and 100 members right. Not that you signed up personally, but through the efforts of your team, when it grows to 100 left and 100 right, that would generate 2,000 points left, 2,000 points right. Remember, I said points equal dollars. That would generate $2,000 a month in residual income. And you may say, I can't even imagine a team of 100 left and 100 right. Water it way down, just 15 people left and 15 people right, and you would more than pay for your coin. In fact, you'd have some money left over. But do the math and think if it was 500 left and right or 1,000 people left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what this style of business can do. It's not the efforts of you. J. Paul Getty, our country's first billionaire, said, I would rather have 1% of hundreds of people's efforts than 100% of my own. So think about that for just a moment. Let that sink in. So that's what the Auto Saver program looks like. Just showing you a quick example of the residual income. Let's look at what it takes to build a team of people with 7K. I love this compensation plan. It's so simple, and I've never seen such low qualifications to reach significant income. In today's world, ladies and gentlemen, $500 a month extra is a lot of money. And most people are doing at least one extra form of income, if not more. So we're going to get started by helping you refer 2 people, one on the left and one on the right. If you want to go fast, I say, let's do that in the first 48 hours. You're probably thinking right now, I need to call my brother. I need to call my next door neighbor. I need to call my mom. One on the left and one on the right, and you've reached the associate level, and you are qualified in the 7K compensation plan for up to $500 a week. I told you I've never seen such low qualifications. Now, that doesn't earn you 500. The next slide shows you exactly what would it take to earn 500. You may be looking at that legacy membership. I love that one because it's a one-time fee. That's the one I bought. It's $5.99. So what does it take to generate $500? You would need a minimum of 500 points left and 500 points right. I'll just show you the fastest path to that. This isn't a perfect world, a perfect example. I'm just showing you the quickest route. 4 legacy memberships left, 4 legacy memberships right would generate 600 points on either side, and you would earn that $500 check paying for your legacy membership. So that's just a quick example of how can I make my money back. At this point, you're an associate because you'd made 1 sale left and 1 sale right. But let's go to the next slide because, ladies and gentlemen, this is as hard as it gets, and this is where it really gets exciting. The next level is called copper. To reach copper, you need a total of 4 people left and 4 people right. You need 2 personal referrals on the left. You'll see those in green. You need 2 personal referrals on the right, showing there in green, Bob and Sue, 2 Bobs, 2 Sues. We need to help one of your Bobs get a left and a right. You see those in red? One of your Sues get a left and a right. You see those on the screen. That's 8 people total, and you've reached the level of copper, qualifying you for up to $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year in the 7K compensation plan. And they had me right there. I said, you know what? I can help people do that. People can see 4 people on the left, 4 people on the right. In fact, if you do that in the first 10 days, which we will help you do, they give you an extra little bonus, a 1-ounce silver bar. So that's a pretty nice bonus for helping 4 people on your left, 4 people on the right, protect their wealth and collect assets with the 7K marketing plan. Once you understand that, that's really the foundation of the entire compensation plan. I could stop right there. We can go to work right now. We can get that done in the next 10 days. I'm going to show you just a little bit more of the compensation plan so you won't sleep tonight like me the first night I saw 7K. So the next level would be bronze. It's really just a matter of duplication. You're going to duplicate yourself. You're going to create a copper on your left team, a copper on your right team, add 1 more personal on the left. So that's a total of 3. 1 more personal on the right, 3 personals left, 3 personals right, a copper left, a copper right. You're qualified for $2,000 a week in the compensation plan. Remember, points equal dollars. So we need the points that back up that income qualification. But I like to get that right, get qualified, and then we'll keep going back and building and developing our teams of people so that we have the 2,000 points left, 2,000 points right. Again, it's just a matter of duplication to go silver. A bronze on your left, bronze on your right, a couple of more personal referrals, and you've reached the level of silver. Let me recap, though, a couple of things that really got my attention. As I stated earlier, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this business for over 20 years. I've looked at a lot of compensation plans. We had tremendous success. We helped a lot of other people change their lives through referral marketing. So for me to get out of retirement and get this excited, it had to be spectacular. Here's what I saw that made the difference. Number 1, points are created through 3 ways: membership sales, through autosaver sales, and through special coin releases and coin drops. Those happen a few times a month. The next thing I saw that got my attention was the points count through unlimited depth. I wouldn't be here if they didn't. I wouldn't feel good about laying on my head on the pillow at night if you weren't going to have an asset in your safe and be better off. Nobody's going to ever be mad at you because you helped them. They helped you get silver and gold. You have more silver and gold. You'll never make an enemy over that. Points count through unlimited depth. It doesn't matter how big or how deep that team gets. the number 100 buys a membership, those membership points roll up and count for every single person on the team. I love that. And then 7K does something that I had never seen done before. In this style of business, I will tell you from personal experience, it's difficult to keep both teams the same. It's great if you can, but it's difficult to do. One's typically always going to go a little faster than the other. 7K recognizes that. And again, in an effort to take care of the little guy, whichever leg is your larger, faster team, they call that your bank leg. And guess what? At the end of the week, they'll pay you on the points that you qualify for, and they'll bank the rest. Yes, I said bank the rest. So get to copper. That's a very important part of the marketing plan to qualify for some of these perks. We want to do that in the next 10 days so that you can be qualified for the $1,000 a week in income, the rank, and then go back and start building those teams of people to produce those points. So I love this about the 7K marketing plan. The next level is silver. Silvers qualify for up to $3,500 a week in the compensation plan. I could show you more, but that'll keep you awake at night right there. And ladies and gentlemen, if you get to silver in 90 days, which is 54 people on the left and right, it's not a lot of people, and that's from you and the efforts of your team. If you get to silver in 90 days, yes, they'll give you that gorgeous lapel pin and that certificate, but they'll also give you a 100-ounce bar of silver. I had never seen a 100-ounce bar of silver, but I got to hold one when I went to the convention, as we must do, and was awarded my 8-pound plus bar of silver. Yes, that's me holding 8 pounds of silver. That's worth, give or take, based on spot, around $2,500 or so. And that's just a little perk, a little thank you from 7K for saying, go out there, get to silver, build a team of people, and we all want to help you do that and do it in the next 90 days. There's a couple of levels above that, but that's enough to get you excited and fired up, I know. And I look forward. I'm so excited about 7K, what this team is doing, the incredible growth that we are seeing. And we've got a couple of special things about to happen. Number one, I showed you on the compensation plan why I'm part of 7K, but I'm going to show you one of the men that's responsible for me to be part of 7K. My mentor in this business model is a man named Curtis Harland from Macon, Missouri. When I met Curtis, I immediately saw a man that had a huge servant heart, something I feel is absolutely mandatory to be successful in this business. I saw a man with a little ego, a big heart, and a lot of love for people. So I've asked him to come on the line and share with you. He's also got some big checks to go with that big heart, by the way. So I've asked him to come on the line and share with you a little bit about his 7K journey. And then he's going to introduce to you our CEO tonight, who's got a special message for this team, this exploding team. And again, I'm just so excited to be in business with all of you. So Curtis, if you would, thank you for making all this happen. Thank you for always being there for me and this team. Please share with everybody about 7K and then introduce our special guest.
All right. Well, first of all, Debbie, Michael, and Kevin, I got to just say, great job. And Debbie and Michael, I'm ready to sign up again, but I don't want to take a lot of time. Like Debbie said, I'm from Missouri. I call myself no one from nowhere, right? You know, I'm just an average old country boy that was basically looking for something. You know, when I first seen 7K, I actually had a job and I was leaving on Sunday, not getting back home to my family until Saturday evening. And when I seen the presentation that you guys just went through, I mean, it made sense to me. I had never acquired gold and silver before. I'm so thankful that 7K has a training program that you can go through at your own pace, because I'm a little bit slower than most people. And, you know, I learned about it. And when they said
get it out of my ears,
could acquire an asset, I was excited about it. Hang on, we got somebody muted there. But anyway, I was excited about to be able to acquire an asset. And, you know, I asked myself, why would, you know, if you're a guest on here, I'm even going to ask you, why would you want a 7K membership? And, you know, one of the reasons that I did is I didn't know where to get gold and silver from someone that I could trust. And I didn't know who to buy it from. And I'm so thankful that 7K is an honest company. They not only have an access point that we can acquire it, but we can trust them. So, you know, Debbie talked about the compensation. That was what I was looking for, is I needed a way out. I needed a way that I could not only, you know, make some extra money to get out of what I was doing, but to be able to provide for my family. And we did that. It took us about 6 months to a year to basically replace that. And I'm so thankful that I had 7K, and now I don't have to leave on Sunday and actually get back on Saturday night. I get to travel with my kids. They're
coming through
high
here.
school, and you know, it's fun. And I'm excited because this evening, you know, this is really unheard of in this industry, for you to be partnered with a company where you can get not only the owners, but the CEO of the company on a call. I mean, here it is, 7:30 p.m. You got right in the middle of March Madness. I'm sure he's watching a basketball game, but you know, he's on here, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you guys a very good friend of mine, Mr. Jason Arfman. He's going to come on. And Jason, would you just share with everyone just a little bit of the vision of the company and what you see going for us here? So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate those kind words. And I just want to give a big thank you to all the amazing leaders in this company. I mean, from Curtis and Kevin and Michael and Debbie that shared with you tonight. This is what is amazing about the company, is we have amazing individuals that we trust, we believe in, and that drive our business. And we have literally hundreds and even thousands of these individuals all over that have servant hearts that are there to help. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background on why we started 7K. And we saw this amazing opportunity. We said, look, gold and silver has been around for literally 500 years. You know, we watched it in economic, you know, forums for over 5,000 years, but for the last 500, it has been a crucial part of helping people to acquire assets, protect buying power, right? But we saw some flaws in it. We saw, because the industry is so old, we saw that, you know, a little bit outdated, and it was catering to the very wealthy people of the world. In fact, Debbie talked about this a little bit. One of the things that she talked about I think Debbie, you said it, or maybe it was Michael. You said, you know, having access to buy bullion. That's usually a rich man's game. Usually you have to buy 500 ounces to 1,500 ounces of silver in order to get the best prices. And we said, you know what? Let's turn that on its head. Let's be a champion of the average household. You don't have to spend $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 with us to get the best price. You can buy 1 ounce of silver at $30 and get the best price around, the most competitive prices on bullion. And you guys, we set out to do that, and we turned the industry on its head. We put technology in place to help buy fractionally. We said, let's help every household out there to really get ahead in life, be able to buy assets on any budget. So we set out to do that, you guys, and we've done it, and that's why I think we're winning on a massive scale. We're now in all 50 states. We're in now 9 international countries. I'm heading to Vienna, Austria this weekend to launch Europe. I mean, guys, we're just getting started, and it is very, very exciting. The next thing we set out to do is we said, you know what? We want to help the average household do one other thing, not just buy bullion assets, right? That's great for protecting wealth. But there was this phenomenon that was happening in the 80s where they started grading modern coins. And we met with some of the industry experts in this space that have been voted in Coin Magazine as one of the top 10 most influential people in the world in the collectibles arena. And one of the things that we saw is modern silver eagles were being graded in the mid 1986, about that time. And there was a common mistake that all of us made. Every single person on this call made this mistake. And they weren't buying modern collectibles. They weren't buying a modern silver eagle graded. Now, back in those days, in the 80s and the 90s, silver eagles were, the mintage was quite low. But if you would have bought one silver eagle every month, on discipline, just bought one every month from 1986 to 2013, you would have spent roughly around $50,000 in buying that collection. But that collection would have been worth $1.2 million. Now, the same thing can't be said about current modern silver eagles, because the production of silver eagles is so high now. But what we've done is we said, hey, let's go get access to low minted rare coins and allow our members to get access to these low minted rare coins, where these are usually reserved for the wealthy buyers of the world. And let's give it access to the average household. So we set out to do that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just tell you this. You've got some of the most amazing people that you're teaming up with. We have the best product offering. And here's what I love. I love hearing the stories of the $500 check that is generated, because we just had a lady, we were just out in New Jersey, and this lady came to one of our meetings. She saw how amazing buying, she goes, I want to buy bullion. I want to buy these collectible coins. Scared to death about doing the business, scared to death. And we talked about going to convention, like Debbie had mentioned, right? Meeting in convention. We're going to be there in about 5 weeks in Las Vegas. And she was scared to death. She goes, I don't think I can do the business. I want to just buy, but I don't know if I want to do the business. And, you know, we've got a team of individuals, some mentors that helped this individual. We've even got some internal sales support staff that helped her. This individual, she just wanted to buy, right? And just became copper. You guys saw that. There's an associate and then there's a copper rank. She earned copper in about 3 weeks. And she just worked at it, earned enough money. Now she gets to come to our national convention in Las Vegas. She put all of her fears aside and she went out there and she won. And it brought hope, and it brought a whole new aspect into her life on what is possible in buying assets every month and earning a referral commission by helping her friends do the exact same thing she's passionate about doing, and that's buying gold and silver and collectibles. And that's what we love seeing. We love bringing hope to people around the world. That's our passion and our goal, is to help average households make above average income. And so we set out to do that. We set out with technology. We set out with, you know, finding the best people on the planet, building a culture here where it's a help each other type culture. And so I want you to know you are in amazing hands. If you're brand new, we welcome you. I'm telling you, we are going to take the world by storm. We are going to be out there and we're going to go to more countries and we're going to go to more lands. And there's still millions of people we need to help in the United States that need to understand why they need to be buying gold and silver and why they need to be doing referral commissions and why they need to be doing certain things to set their family up for the future. That is our passion, you guys. It's something that we are not going to rest until we get to be a household name throughout America, throughout Europe, throughout Asia, throughout Australia, New Zealand. We love what we do and we're passionate about what we're doing. We're disrupting an amazing industry. We're doing it a different way and helping average households win. And by doing so, everybody gets to share here. Everybody can win. This is a place where we're building this huge tent where everybody can come and they can enjoy and they can prosper based off of the level of activity they want to put into this. But the most important thing is they get access to buying now. So Curtis, I'm so excited for you guys. I know you guys have been working hard. You're out supporting your teams, and I'm grateful that I get to be on here seeing all of you. I love seeing the stories. We're passionate about this because we're passionate about helping people, and I know you guys are as well. And we absolutely love the 7K model and how it blesses people's lives and how it touches every single household and how it can help them. So with that said, I'm going to kick this back to Debbie McDonald to wrap some things up here. Debbie, we appreciate all the hard work that you're doing and look forward to seeing you here shortly in Las Vegas at a
Vegas,
national
baby.
convention.
Yes, sir. We're going to Vegas, and I'm privy to a little information that it's going to be some exciting announcements happening in Las Vegas. That's all we can say tonight. But hey, this is one of those things when it happens in Vegas, it ain't staying in Vegas. We're going to run with it. So it's going to be a great event. Kicks off April 29th in Las Vegas. Jason, thank you for your time tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this company, this staff, everybody from Curtis up has been so helpful. Anything that we need, they turn on a dime. They have produced materials that have been requested, and they have supported us in just a huge, more than I could have ever expected. So I'm so thankful for that. I don't think I'm here by accident. I don't think you're here by accident. And, you know, I look back at at where I've been the last few years in my life. And I said to someone the other day, I said, you know, I don't like how I got here. You know, there were some bumps in the road, but I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I mean that with all of my heart. And we're making a big splash in 7K, and we ain't done yet. We're just getting started. And, you know, 7K is in their, it's just started their 8th year in business. And that there's timing there. I mean, there's really a sweet spot, I believe, in the timing of this company. And that was one of the things I really paid attention to when I was looking at the entire program, is that growth curve, what I felt like this team could contribute to that, and what I felt like this team could glean from that. Because again, I was retired, but I saw a way, I saw something that I knew the folks that I knew needed. They needed more silver and gold in their portfolio, and they needed to find a way to create another stream of income. So I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm thankful every day for 7K. If you're a guest tonight, the person that invited you needs you to text them your email right now. What that does is lock in your position for the next 24 hours. I showed you on our marketing plan how points count through unlimited depth. Once they send you that link, it locks in your position. Anyone that comes in after that is placed below you. With the growth that we are having, a day, a couple of days can make a very big difference in your position on the team. So shoot your email link over to the person that invited you. And if you've got more questions, we'll get those answered. If you're ready to get started, we want you to fill that link out. We'll want to help you go copper in the next 10 days. We'd love to get you to Las Vegas if that fits your schedule. And just looking forward to the future with 7K, because it's very, very bright. So thanks, Curtis. Thank you again, Jason, for your time tonight. Of course, Michael and Kevin, I love you all. I'll see you in Las Vegas, baby. Here we go. And get 212, by the way.
All righty. Jason,
Michael, Kevin,
Curtis,
you wanna
Debbie,
make
Michael, thank you so much for everything you do for all of us. Miss Lowe, Tim Bumpus, thank you for helping in the background. Guys, don't forget 9 o'clock Central this evening, we've got the corporate WebEx, and I know that's going to be awesome as well. I've got everybody unmuted. Let us know your excitement about 7K.
212, baby, 212.
You're 12, baby.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Awesome. Great job.
Hey,
Thank you.
So maybe.
Amazing.
Good
job,
Good call, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Y'all have a blessed evening. God bless.
Jason.
Good job, everyone.
Bye. Blessings.